We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. For one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Murray Cooper, 27 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Good. Makes the score Rams 7, Eagles 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Tackled at the 20.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. But couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
His throw caught about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
3 yards on that last run. So here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And his throw here is incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 4th down.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have the football at the 20-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Eagles. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They'll try and sneak it here. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you pointed out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. He decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
2nd down. Love. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Love. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
position by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Off the play fake, Love. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Here's Mostert. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that point,
and this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marlon Davidson. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 97 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
We'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. Make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Rams 27, Eagles 10.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
For an LA Rams.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Right at midfield.
They know that old expression, it's not my night.
Brings up
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Love now on second down, escaping the pressure right. Complete to Keller. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Hands it off out of the gun. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
For the running back.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Love looking to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll set up a throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates.
It's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. 51 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will make it into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Being chased out left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there, and he threw a 5th interception. I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Love from the gun. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll run on the inside handoff. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 17-yard line. It's
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run here with Dobbins. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
brings up 3rd and
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
on downs.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
11 on the play.
And they'll look to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 17. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Flush to his right. Incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And his pass, incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 13 yards out. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Out of the gun now on third down. Steps away. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. He's got his tight end fan. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First down, Philadelphia.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Forced out to his left. That is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He's brought down at the 30.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. He's got his big tight end fan. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was brought down.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Rams take over.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
11 at the 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Tonight's final score.